What's up YouTube, it's Milmer here with another Xcode tutorial. And as you can see in this tutorial I am in Xcode 4 and today I'm going to be going over the split screen and the code snippet tool. Because in the last tutorial I told you about them but I didn't really show you how to use them, and now I've learned and figured out how to use code snippets and how to use the split screen. So as you can see here, I've just made a new Xcode project and it's just called test, and I haven't done anything other than mess around a bit, and I've reverted it all back to what it was before. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to go into the .h, and what I also want at the same time is I want my .m up at the same time. But if I click on my .m, it just goes to the .m. So I'm going to go up here to the editor and I'm going to select the middle tab. And as you can see, my .m has appeared to the side over here. Now if you don't see this and you just have a blank screen, then you can go up here and it says manual. So if you select manual, then you go across and it says go to your project, then you go across to the folders, and then you go down and find the view you want. So if I want my delegate.m, I can select my delegate, and as you can see now I have my delegate here. If I want my delegate.h, here's my delegate.h. So this thing here is basically a view navigator thing, and you can just navigate through your views, and you can even navigate to your .nib files. Sorry, so if I just go here and select my test view controller.nib, you'll see I now have my interface builder up here on the side. So that's quite cool. This is the new split screen view, and again you can get rid of all the other views if you want it bigger like that, and you can shrink and change some sizes. If I want this one bigger and that one smaller, then I can do that. And I'm also going to show you in this tutorial a little tip you can do with Interface Builder here. And now I think this is really kind of useful. So if we go over here and we just drag in a let's just drag in a label here. And what I can do, if I just change this to my .h, go back to the, wrong .h. If I go back to this .h here, you can see if I, wrong button, control drag, so I'm holding down control and dragging, and I just drop and let go in the .h, I can now put an outlet of the label in there. So I just need to give it a name. That's all I need to do, just give it a name. So I'm going to give this, the label name, I'm going to call it label, or I'll put it my label, like that. So I think that's really cool, guys. As you can see, I've created a whole new label outlet there, and I haven't even done any coding. I've just dragged a label in and drag and drop, and there we go. If I want a, I don't know, a date picker, pardon me, if I put a date picker in here, I can just control drag into my .h, let go, call the date picker my date picker, like that, click enter, and there you go, my date picker is coded. So I think that's really useful there. You can just design your interface and not need to do any coding whatsoever. So if we just swap our views back here, and I'm going to put the .h over here, and I'm going to put the .m over here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the code snippet tool and how you can create your own code snippet. So if we go back here to the code snippet library, and just select that for now. Oh yeah, and one other thing, you notice here that it's already put the label and the date picker in the view did unload and the view void dialog methods, which I think is really good because people forget to do that and then they get memory warnings. So as you can see here, it's already done it for you. But I'm just going to type in a void here, and let's say I use this void loads and loads in my code. So I'm going to create a void, and I'm going to call it my void, like that. And let's say I use this loads and loads. All I need to do to create a code snippet is highlight it and click and drag, and you can see I can drag it around, and I can just drag it straight to the code snippet dictionary here, and you can see down the bottom my code snippet thing has appeared. So if I select it, you can see that it's now popped up with my code snippet, and I can edit it like this, and I can change it to its title, so I can have my void as its title, so I can remember what it is. I can give it a quick summary here, and I can change it as well. So if I wanted to change this to something else, I can, and I click done, and now I have my void, and I can just click and drag it straight into the .m, and there you go, there's my void. Again, it's giving me an error because it doesn't make sense, but yeah, so hopefully that cleared up a few things for you guys. That's how you make split screens, and that's how you make code snippets, and there's also the interface builder trick there where you can just drag and drop outlets straight into your .h. So I hope that helped, guys. Again, any comments, leave them in the description, and don't forget to rate and subscribe, and see you in my next tutorial.